Hey y'all, what's up? It's Kristen and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm using this really pretty kit called Sunny Days from Saucy Stickers Co. I really liked this style of kit that I think Rebecca does so well because it's kind of a mix between photography kits with some clip art elements, and it just looks really fantastic. As you can tell by my aggressive hand motions, I was all about it. This is in her newest reformat of her kits, so it does come with the hexagons and the word headers, but you still get a ton of box options and you still have this really beautiful washi page that, in my opinion, is all the right things in all the right places. So I did pull in some really fun things. I pulled in this overlay from Sticky Essentials. I also pulled in these overlays that I got in a SPC grab bag and some headers, which I didn't use, and these half-foiled hexagons from Saucy Sticker Co. That was the colorway Seashore, I believe. So I decided to pair this with gold foil, and I thought it looked really beautiful with my freebie bow from Bows and Glitter. That is my newest shop that I PR for, so if you are looking for a few bows or some things to spruce up your cloud because you finally realized that it was way overpriced and you're not really into it as much as you thought you were going to be, and you need something to spice it up, I would look into checking out Bows and Glitter on Etsy. She always has some really incredible sales. But if you catch her on a down moment, you can always use my code KALO20 for 20% off, and you get my freebie bow, and you get a freebie bow with your order, and you get a really cute bow that makes your cloud purchase not so full of remorse. So the way I see it, that's a win-win, right? I'm whiting out all these hexagons because they're fucking ugly, and then I go in and I white out some of these other lines. As a fair warning to you, this video, as do all the videos on my channel, will contain some colorful language. So if you're not really used to that, I'm sorry. Maybe don't put me on the TV with your 4-year-old in the room. But if you have a 5-year-old, you know, they're pretty spicy. I don't see why not. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding for the most part. I'm kidding. Everybody relax. It's okay. Like I do every video, I white out every fucking aspect that makes this planner an Erin Condren planner, because for some reason she doesn't understand that we don't want these ugly things that make no sense in a neutral planner, but instead we wanted more sophistication and more notes pages, and she heard put a calendar at the bottom of the sidebar. So I won't ever give that joke up until I actually see this, like the calendar completely out of the sidebar, because in the new format there's no calendar at the bottom, but it's at the top. So I genuinely feel like slowly but surely we will get what we want out of Erin Condren. It'll just take a copious amount of survey responses and a whole lot of like Instagram story bashing via my own Instagram, which I feel like I do on the daily, which is also why I was not surprised that I didn't receive an email back when I applied to be an EC affiliate. Like, I totally get it. And here's the thing. If you're hearing me talk about EC, more than likely it's in a negative way, right? Like, I'm still an EC bitch through and through. I'm still gonna buy her shit. I still think the Daily Duo's dope. Yes, I watched her hour lives all release week. Like, yes, I was there. But I still talk shit because I pay a very top dollar, as do all of us, as do we all. I pay top dollar for these planners, and I feel like when I'm a paying customer, I have the right to an expressed opinion. So if you want a somewhat diluted opinion, then my bill should be somewhat diluted, if you will. That's terrible. That's also a lie. I don't do that on this channel. I'm pretty much as honest and blunt as possible, no matter what shop it is. So even if it's a shop that I PR for, if they put out something whack, I'm gonna tell them, and I will tell you. Thankfully, I haven't had any issues like that. I don't really have any issues with the shops that I PR for. Otherwise, I wouldn't back them so hard. So there's that. But yeah, Saucy Sticker Co. was one of the first shops that I ever PR'd for. It is the first shop I ever PR'd for. I don't know why I said one of. But Rebecca really took a chance on me, because when I joined her PR team, I applied and I think I had like maybe 400 followers, and I hadn't even started a YouTube channel, I don't think, at that point. So I am forever grateful for Rebecca, because I genuinely feel like without her, I wouldn't have the platform I have today. I feel like she played a really pivotal role in where my YouTube kind of took off and like where my Instagram kind of gained a lot of following. So really, really thankful to that. Plus, I loved Saucy Sticker Co. kits from the second I found her shop. I think she was part of one of those like group collaborative sales. And I ended up finding her shop on an off chance that I liked her logo on her account picture. So I clicked in, it's kind of scoped out, fell in love with like 1,000,003 kits, and then loaded up my cart, and it was just a blissful peace ever since. So I really love Rebecca. I think her style is totally unique. I haven't seen a ton of other shops really compete in this type of genre of kits. So, and if they have, I'm sure there are other shops that are doing what she's doing, like this style. Like I know GP Sticker Studio might be someone that I would consider putting in the same category, but I genuinely feel like Rebecca puts so much effort into the small details of every single kit. It just blows my mind every time she shows us something different. So I'm definitely a stan of Saucy Sticker Co., but I'm going to shut the fuck up because I know you're like, okay, bitch, like you've shown us hundreds of Saucy Sticker Co. products. Just shut up and tell us about other stickers. I get you. I do. I feel it. And we're moving on. Are we though? I really don't have a whole lot to talk about this week. This video I originally did a talk through, but for some reason I am so not satisfied with the way that I've been filming lately when I film in real time. And that's normally how I had it on my channel, but I haven't been clicking with the vibe that I've been putting out. I feel like my mind is kind of in 18 different spaces, and it translates in the video, and I really don't like that. I want my videos to be very eccentric and exciting and fun to watch. So I haven't been satisfied with the way that I have been filming, and I always do a Kristen cover up where I just like mute the whole fucking video and then just slap a voiceover on top and then sloppily upload it. That's pretty much my go-to forte, if you will. So there's that. Also, I tried something like slightly different in my sidebar where I didn't break it up with like 5mm washi in between, and I actually kind of liked this. My only issue with it was I felt like it was a lot of like yellow tones in one section. Like that's a big conglomerate of yellow but I don't know. I mean, it's a yellow kit. It's sunny days. Like, don't be a dumb bitch, Kristen. So there's that. Also, I used these teacher overlays. I think Sticky Essentials did it as like a $2 Tuesday way back when, but I genuinely don't remember. I know that I bought these like a while ago and I couldn't fucking find them. Like my life was such a mess at the time that I received this order because I was packing to move, and then I packed it away in a box, and then I just started unpacking all the boxes in my office, and that one definitely got lost somewhere in the mix, but I found them just in time to use it on the last day of school. So I ended up pulling that in, and I pulled in, like I said, these like overlays from SPC, which I think work so freaking well with like the overall theme of this kit, like the whole abstract scrapbooky-esque feel. Which is kind of surprising because normally when I get stuff in foil grab bags, like I don't know why I continue to purchase them, because when I get them, like it's cute as fuck, but I never remember that I own it because I didn't intentionally purchase that specific listing. So then I end up having like all these miscellaneous and random foiled bits and bobs that I probably will never pull into my planner. So this was kind of just like one of those really good timing type of moments. But it is what it is. So you're going to see a lot of excessive pointing in this video because, again, I genuinely thought that I was going to upload this talk through as is. And I'm sorry, my phone's going off. My friends are deciding that they want to talk to me now, not, 2 hours ago when I actually texted them. It's fine. But yeah, so I was doing all that aggressive pointing because I was saying that I wanted to use these Kenzie's Creation scripts that I just got in my last PR order that have the holidays on them. And I couldn't find it for a little bit, but I obviously ended up finding it. So I really love that script because it's a mix between her script style font and then her block letter font, which is iconic. So definitely had to go with those. I do have them in foil, I'm pretty sure. I just, again, can't find it. So that's going to be a different video, like getting all my foil organized in some sort of way, because the albums are just not really working for me anymore. They're just not as functional. They're really pretty on my shelf, but I feel like I've kind of just outgrown that system. So I need to get into something that's going to be a little bit more beneficial for me. But I've tried the same system that I have currently with my character stickers, where I have it in that binder with the 4 pocket dividers, and that is hell for foil. I literally couldn't stand it, and I felt like it was way too many things in one binder, and I didn't want to have 3 giant ass binders for every foil color. Like, it just wasn't my thing. So I'm definitely gonna be open to some new ideas. So if y'all have a foil organization system that really works for you, that's not albums and it's not in those dividers for a binder, please let me know. I think my number one consideration, that's stupid, I don't like the way I just said that, but the thing that I'm considering the most is going to be Rachel of Gathered Plans, accordion styled organization, where it kind of sits in a photo box and she has homemade dividers and things like that. I feel like that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but then again, I don't know if I would divide it up by foil or by category and then just put all the same foil things in there. I don't know. The idea of mixing all those foils in one, creating one category and putting all 3 foil colors in that category slot, literally is bone chilling. I don't think I can do that. I don't think my body is made for that or equipped for that type of lifestyle. So I don't know, but I'm definitely open to your ideas. Going back into the spread, thank God I take forever to put a fucking sticker down because I talk way too fucking much. But I used a paper and milk napping Maru at the top of the day just to kind of mark in that I had slept in on Monday since it was Memorial Day, but I had the day off technically. But I definitely wanted to get some work done because I don't like it when other teachers are kind of waiting for me to put in grades. That way they can pull their kiddos' grades. I don't like having teachers wait on me. I feel like it makes me look bad as a working professional. So I got up early. Well, not early. I slept in. So I got up and made sure I got those grades in a timely manner, so that way when the teacher went to work the next day, on her next working day, she was going to have everything she needed to be productive and not have to wait on me. I also used a custom SFA grade script from Kinsey's Creations in that gorgeous no-fill block lettering, and that pencil is from the Coffee Monsters Co., just to mark in that, again, I went in and got those grades in. And then that emoji, since I know you guys are going to ask, the emoji is from the Coffee Monsters Co.'s Facebook group. It was a digital, and I recently figured out how to do shit on my silhouette correctly, which is just very fun and exciting. So finally got my silhouette life together slightly. I'm definitely still experiencing a lot of issues. I have yet to perform a project that, goes problem free. But at least I can connect my silhouette to my computer, and at least I finally figured out what side of the page my printer will print on, so that way everything aligns the way I need it to. So it's small wins here and there, but it is a win nonetheless, so I feel like I just have to take it where I can. At the bottom of Monday, I used a TV icon and a hexagon that's also in the kit to mark in that I was rewatching Riverdale. I rewatched the last bits of whatever season was before the one that just came out, and now I'm currently in the newest season of Riverdale, which might be one of my favorite seasons of Riverdale. It is so good. Also, Betty's new brother is hot, and I don't even like white guys, so I feel like that says a lot. Also, this one time in high school, somebody told me I was racist because I say I don't like white guys, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't know why I felt the need to share that with you, because honestly, it probably did just open up a can of worms, because there are some people in the community who aren't as woke as I am, and it's fine. But I promise you I'm not a racist, and it's not that I am racist to white guys, it's that they don't excite my vagina, so there's really nothing I can do about that. Moving on. Going into Tuesday, I don't know why I just told you that. I'm really sorry. I felt like that was so vulgar and it didn't even need to be, but whatever. In Tuesday, I don't know what the fuck I did because I can't fucking see it and I took too long to talk. But at the bottom of the day, I put this really cute apron icon that I got on a $2 Tuesday from Crafts by Towie. I feel really indifferent about Crafts by Towie because her icons are fire and it's so cute as fuck, but you really don't get a whole lot on that sheet because low-key, I'm already halfway through my apron sheet for gold, and it's it was $2. I don't know, maybe it's I'm loving them so much so I'm using them way more often, and that's why I feel like I'm not getting a lot, because I feel like the typical $2 Tuesday sheet is that sized. I don't know, maybe I'm petty, maybe I'm dramatic. You let me know in the comments. On Wednesday, I used a Coffee Monster's school emoji that is just kind of like going through paperwork or like test or grade. Okay, fuck me, right? I wasn't talking, Kristen. Okay, hi. I hate when I do that, like when I flip the fucking planner without like asking me first, like kind of rude. Anyways, I used a work 1.0 script from Letters to Apollo because I ended up going to campus to get some paperwork completed, and then right below that, I used a girl carrying a bunch of books from Happy Dia, and I used that to mark in that, again, I was on campus and I was filling out student files, and that took way fucking longer than I thought it was going to, and honestly, it was kind of rude because, again, if you didn't know, I'm a teacher, but I didn't intend to be a teacher this year. It was definitely a spur of the moment decision to help out my school and to help out the kids. So I wasn't trained. I didn't go to school for education. I work for a charter school, so the rules are a lot different as to who can be in a classroom as an educator or not. Not to say that I'm not qualified, I'm just saying I wasn't trained as thoroughly as other people who have pursued education as a degree. I feel like I had to say that because everybody questions my ass because, ooh, she cusses and she talked about her vagina in a planner video, so clearly she must not be an educating woman. But first and foremost, I crush it in the classroom. That's all I have to say. Anyways, back to these trash ass folders. So the student folders or the student files, whatever, they were such a mess because the teacher before me literally had no organization skills whatsoever. I'm pretty sure she put all those folders together with her fucking foot or something because it was a trash ass mess and I was upset about it. So it took me 1,000,003 years to get those together because Thursday, I had a giant work meeting that I had to prepare for. It was our student success meetings. So whether or not we decide if a scholar who failed a 9 weeks will be promoting or placing in the next grade. So if they get retained or if they don't, so I had to make sure that all my files were in order because I wasn't about to pull up in front of all my administration and be like, yeah, I think that they should promote, but I don't have the paperwork. No, fuck that. I'm not that type of bitch. And we're already almost done with this video. Great. Used another printable from, again, the Coffee Monsters Co. digital freebies in her Facebook group. Then I used some shit from Happy Dia at the bottom for dinner with friends. I'm probably not going to have dinner with my friends on Friday, just keeping it real. It's probably not going to happen. One of my friends is on a family reunion in San Marcos and didn't even fucking tell us, or he told us and I didn't listen. It's probably that one, but it is what it is. What am I going to do? Used the sticky note box that comes in the kit to mark in doing something. I don't really know what that is because I genuinely have no plans for this entire weekend. I put laundry because I always mark laundry in the weekends. I feel like that's the best time for me to do laundry, but will I do it? I don't know. I usually only do my laundry when my boyfriend does my laundry or when my boyfriend does his laundry because I don't want him to show me up. I'm that type of bitch. I'm very competitive and I'm like, oh, you're going to do a load of laundry? You fucking thought I'm going to do a load of laundry, you stupid ass bitch. That's me. So if he does something, then I'll do it just so I don't look like a bad person in my own home. But that's just us. We have a very healthy relationship, clearly. I also used I cut off one layer of the checkbox in my sidebar. I cut it off because it was going to go too far and off the page, and I flipped it over and used it as a little thing with an icon from the kit. And then on the top of the day, I just used a fancy label from the kit to mark in that I was going to be filming and just doing a bunch of planning on Sunday. Typically, when I didn't have a chaotic life, I always filmed, edited, and upload all in one day, and that was always Sundays for me. But because my life literally turned upside down, I was the fresh Prince of fucking Houston, I have no consistency in my day-to-day, which is really frustrating for me because I'm definitely that type of personality. But this is my finished spread. Thank you so much for watching. I have a ton of new types of content coming out very, very soon, so stay tuned for that, and have a super awesome, fantabulous day. Peace out, bitches.